Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members, staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. To members of a university, a ceremony for the presentation of awards to its graduates is a particularly important and happy occasion. To all of you, I extend a warm welcome. To graduates, I offer congratulations and best wishes. The university's mission commits it to achieving international excellence in education and research. It is also committed to work through partnerships for regional, national and global enrichment. The university's record of achievement, particularly in research, is outstanding. In 1998, the research funding base increased by 12% to a total of nearly $30 million. The university ranked 9th out of the 36 public universities in Australia in terms of research income. The Australian Research Council is one of the peak grant bodies in Australia. In 1998, the university had the highest success rate of all the Australian universities in the competitive bidding for research grants. As a result, the university has 13 research centres and institutes, over 50 research programs of international repute, and nearly 900 research masters and Doctor of Philosophy candidates. I think you'll agree it is an exceptional performance across all faculties and reflects the quality of the research being conducted by university staff. More generally, these achievements are significant because good research feeds into teaching, which at the University of Newcastle reflects cutting-edge technologies. Education today is about the acquisition of lifelong learning skills. Today is a beginning, not an end. I believe that awards to be presented to our graduates today will qualify them to make significant contributions in the local, national, and in the case of some, the international community. I take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testamers today that as graduates of the university, you automatically become members of convocation. You thus join more than 45,000 other graduates and have an opportunity through elected representatives to become involved in the governance and development of the university. I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Commerce to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Economics. Elizabeth Aldrett. Jason Burderdine. Natasha Burke. Joylene Christensen. Leanne Dimmock. Mark Finlay. Brett Gilshanen. Matthew Hamill. Gavin Hill. Stephen Hyde. Paul James. William Kiersey. Timothy Kleinberg. John Lockton. Jonathan Milton. Susan Moderatz. David Patterson. Linda Fythian. Anna Porteous. Emma Porteous. Alasina Razagipur. Anne Louise Scott. Nadine Shah. John Stevens. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Economics with Honours Class 1. Michael Davies. Rebecca Fitzgibbons. Matthew Saunders. Matthew Steen. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Information Science. Joshua Anderson. Leif Azzopardi. Felicity Booley. Susan Childs. Grant Donnelly. Belinda Ehrenberg. Matthew Galbraith. Anne Haggath. Feng Su. Anthony Landers. Bradley Luxford. James Maximenko. Rebecca Murray. Syed Naqvi. Russell Porter. Jason Rossiter. Robert Searles. Scott Stair. Scott Wallace. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Information Science with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Tracy Payne. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Information Science with Honours Class 1, Vanessa Sulikovsky. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Economics and Commerce.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Education to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Maureen Taverner. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Art, Tina Buckmaster. Louise Collins. Joe Radcliffe. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Art with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Julie Clark. Cara Middleby. Lee Ramsey. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Design and Technology, Mark Brown. Nolene Gilliland. Lisa Jane Carl. Constantino Papadopoulos. Angela Queenan. Lisa Ryan. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Design and Technology with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Tracy McKenzie. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Design and Technology with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Nicholas Wickham. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Design and Technology with Honours Class 1, Susan Blake. Chancellor, a university medal may be awarded to a candidate who has achieved first-class honours and displayed outstanding ability. In assessing ability, the graduate's record throughout the whole degree course is taken into account. In addition to achieving consistently high grades and a total absence of failures, the graduate must have completed at least half of their degree requirements at this university. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Design and Technology with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Peter Ward. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, Natalie Asmus. Stephanie Airst. Belinda Baker. Michelle Brower. Katie Enright. Kelly Harvey. Kylie Hode. Jennifer Hungerford. Wendy Ibbotson. Catherine Jones. Melanie McClure. Ingrid Mueller. Lisa Mullen. Patricia Mullen. Susan Newhook. Emma Smales. Leonie Smith. Fiona Stair. Susan West. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Claire Adams. Donna Betts. Rebecca Fairbrush. Sherilee Fulford. Leanne Gardner. Rebecca Howard. Christina Johnston. Rona Montgomery. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Sally Brown. Leah Callanan. Jane Crump. Amanda Knott. Jennifer Kvist. Renee Little. Jacinta MacDonald. Cherie Motum. Sharon Newell. Catherine O'Leary. Emma Ryan. Jane Standen. Alicia Stoddart. Rebecca Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, with Honours Class 1, Dana Bowman. Natalie Gibson. Penelope Raw. Narelle Thurlow. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, English, Kylie Evans. Renee Thirlway. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, English, with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Simon Day. Matthew Goodwin. Julianne Gow. Janelle Madden. Paul Mead. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, English, with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Deborah Clerk. Tara Fraser. Elisa Jenkins. Jacqueline Wolfler. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education English with Honours Class 1, Wendy Amosa. Lee Morrissey. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Languages, Despina Kosher. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Languages with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Chang Pang. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Languages with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Susan Jakes. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Languages Asian Studies with Honours Class 1, Darren Percy. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Mathematics, Danielle Evans. Sarah Garland. Michael Riley. Kim Sedgman. Kim Slicer. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Mathematics with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Scott Beddingfield. Karen Payton. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Mathematics with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Benedict Esterman. And also with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Andrea Ferguson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Music, Christy Faulkner. Catherine Gadsby. Leslie Green. Victoria Staples. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Music with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Cherie Lightfoot. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Physical and Health Education, Sharon Blinman. Amanda Brown. Erin Conway. Blair Daly. Trudy Diamond. Danielle Harvey. Bradley Jones. Danielle Lawson. Matthew Lee. Christopher McNamara. Craig Nipperis. Matthew O'Neill. Trudy Payton. Kylie Perrott. Janice Weimer. Jonathan Wilson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Physical and Health Education with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Peter Chapman. Michelle Gibson. Mark Hall. Trevor Hogan. Rachel Calver. Vanessa Peterson. Emma Scott. Alison Sharp. Rebecca Simmis. Dimity Taylor. Jade Williams. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Physical and Health Education with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Rachel Stevens. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Physical and Health Education with Honours Class 1, Victoria McCloskey. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary, Belinda Allen. Catherine Argyle. Cynthia Boyd. Patricia Brunton. Kerry Ann Daniel. Kerry Ferguson. Karen Ferguson. Trudy Franks. Belinda Garbett Young. Kate Garland. Debbie Lee Hall. Jennifer Hind. Rebecca Keto. Jeanette Kilpatrick. Brian Lambert. Laurel Martin. Amanda Mitchell. Kelly O'Hara. Thora Louise Smith. Melissa Spiteri. Rachel Stark. Janine Turner. Melinda Waters. Dominic Wilkinson. Stuart Woodhouse. Susan Zaya. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Amanda Bull. Rosemary Farrell. Kirsty Hamilton. Janine Cranes. Ingrid Obereka. Catherine Osborne. Kerry Robinson. Lisa Smith. Laura Talty. Sarah Tang. Benjamin Thomas. Kirsty Waugh. Perdita Windia. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Laura Chaffey. Corinne Elborn. Matthew Freeman. Gillian Hainsworth. Julie Hurst. Tracy Hopkins. Darren Isaacs. Natalie Johnson. Shannon Montgomery. Rebecca Muddle. Alison Nicol. Tony Lee Pearson. Kristen Perkins. Amy Resho. Belinda Self. Catherine Short. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary with Honours Class 1, Tracy Holbert. Trudy Horn. Glenn Urain. Kim Wiley. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, Vicky Akester. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Science, Anthony Angel. Gregory Evans. Daniel Hollier. Daniel Stolman. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Social Sciences, Nathan Anderson. Craig Buckley. Michael Chandler. Timothy Childs. Murray Kirstens. Kylie MacDonald. Troy McMillan. Simon Moffat. Douglas Pringle. Graham Pringle. Louise Roberts. Leanne Snape. Cale Wallace. Karen Williams. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Social Sciences with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Craig Crispin. Naomi Whitworth. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Social Sciences with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Kiva Marchant. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Special Education, Bronwyn Carberry. Michael Clarkson. Amanda Frost. Renee Gates. Joanne Hasty. Linnell Kircher. Cynthia Lay. Cheryl Ann Leggett. Kana Ward. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Special Education with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Tamlin Butler. Tracy Carroll. Alison Cramp. Tanya Drury. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Special Education with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Lisa Kopandi. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Special Education with Honours Class 1, Katrina Angles. Jodie Lee Flanagan Schneider. Linda Maney. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the award of Graduate Certificate in Educational Studies, Jill Berrigan. Suzanne Cass. Anne Gamble. Angela Jankovic. Helen Keith. Kyla Lancaster. Deborah McElligott. Leanne Morgan. Stephanie Rowan. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements of the award of Graduate Diploma in Educational Studies, Special Education with Merit, Lisa Cousins. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Early Childhood Education, Janet Garcia Suter. Kim Harrison. Julianne Kelly. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Educational Studies, Sonia Basili. Cheryl Byfield. Francisco Garcia Casado. Sharon Cooper. Jennifer Craven. Adele Hopkins. Kim Maroney. Marianne Murray. Hans Ruger. Peter Sheehy. Margaret Smith. Vicky Svensk. Nicole Wotherspoon Brown. Radmilla Yates. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Leadership and Management in Education, Diana Brody. Ernest Elborn. Stephen Gillen. Anthony Hitchcock. Sharon Marie Hitchcock. Jeffrey Newton. John Ram. Lyle Reynolds. Aldo Rufo. Tina Slattery. Graham Smith. Nicholas Thrum. Colleen Timoshenko. Peter Trelaw. Robert Wiltshire. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Special Education, Glenn Anderson. Jennifer Best. Marilyn Bourne. Patricia Davis. Lynette Haynes. Anne Lambert. Judith Nylands. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Special Education, Sensory Disability, Heather Archbold. Lynette Ashenden. Brian Conway. Gillian Coote. Louise de Bouzeville. Kelly Dick. Melanie Duncan. Galima Gould. Catherine Jackson. Gillian Jackson. Christina Moore. Celia Wild. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Education.
I call on the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research to present a research higher degree candidate.
Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a prescribed program of study, principally of research. A thesis embodying the outcomes of the research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and original contribution to knowledge and to the understanding of the field of knowledge with which it is concerned. Today, the University is proud to honour a Doctor of Philosophy graduate who has satisfied these rigorous criteria for the award of the degree. Chancellor, I present to you Peter James Beamish, Bachelor of Education of Avondale College, Master of Educational Studies of this university. Dr. Beamish's thesis is entitled Databases and Student Learning, a multi-level analysis of the use of databases in the classroom. Chancellor, Dr. Beaming. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of a Research High Degree candidate.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present a candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting to you Mr. John Brendan Race for admission to the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa. Chancellor, Mr. John Race has been working in the field of education since the age of 19. For the past 38 years, apart from a brief 2-year period as the sole teacher in a small country school, Mr. Race has specialised in the education of children with special needs. This specialisation began at the age of 20 when he taught children in slow learner classes. In 1970, Mr. Race completed his Teacher of the Deaf certificate at Sydney Teachers College. These studies encouraged Mr. Race to focus on the educational needs of children who are hearing impaired. During the early 1970s, he taught at schools in the field of deafness. He also undertook additional employment in adult deaf education in the TAFE sector, tutored students under the Colombo Plan in acoustics, audiology and anatomy of the ear, and completed a degree at Macquarie University, majoring in psychology and special education. After completing his degree, Mr. Race lectured for 2 years in educational psychology and special education at the Teachers College while undertaking his master's program. In 1979, he was awarded his bachelor's degree in the field of child development and special education from the University of New South Wales. During the early 1980s, Mr. Race moved back into the TAFE sector and as the head of the department introduced programs for unemployed youth and numeracy and literacy programs for young adults with mild intellectual impairment. He was on the Canberra TAFE Consultative Committee providing advice in the areas of remedial reading, mathematics and writing, while lecturing in educational psychology in the evenings. In 1983, Mr. Race commenced a 4-year period as a special school principal. He started at Cranleigh Special School in the ACT, which specialised in students with a moderate or severe intellectual disability. He later moved to Woden Special School in the ACT, which specialised in students with a mild intellectual disability. At night, he lectured to postgraduate students in special education at the Canberra College of Advanced Education. In 1987, Mr. Race joined the Royal Institute for Deaf and Blind Children as Client Services Manager. In 1990, he was promoted to the position of Deputy Chief Executive within the Institute and responsible for the management of approximately 300 staff members. In this role, Mr. Race has been able to make significant contributions to the well-being of children with a sensory disability. Under the leadership and guidance of Mr. Race, a number of innovative services and programs have been established, touching the lives of many children with sensory disabilities and their families. These include the establishment of 4 reverse integration preschool centres enrolling children with impaired vision or hearing, servicing Sydney, including the Outer West and Newcastle. The establishment of an oral school for hearing impaired children, leading to their supported integration into mainstream education. The establishment of a school for deaf children in which Australian Sign Language and English are used in a bilingual curriculum. The provision of an itinerant teacher service providing special education support to children who are hearing or vision impaired and are fully integrated into regular independent schools. Mr. Race has also been a member of a number of important fora and was elected as the first chairman of the Independent Special Schools Heads Association. He has worked in close association with the Commonwealth Department of Education, Training and Youth Affairs and its antecedents, the Australian Council for Rehabilitation of the Disabled and the Deafness Forum, to name a few. In addition to these accomplishments, Mr. Race provided the vision and drive necessary for the establishment of Renwick College in Sydney. This college is a centre for research and professional development
in the education of students with sensory disabilities. Renwick College was established as a unique partnership between the Royal Institute of Deaf and Blind Children and the University of Newcastle. The college offers postgraduate teacher education, research fellowships and staff development activities, and has developed a national and international reputation for its excellent teaching and research. Mr. Race has been the chair of the academic board of Renwick College since its foundation, and he continues to raise the standard and effectiveness of educational programs for children with impaired vision or hearing. With his initiative, foresight and leadership, John Race has significantly improved education for a large number of students with disabilities. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you John Brendan Race, Bachelor of Arts of Macquarie University and Master of Education at the University of New South Wales for the award of the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority delegated in me by the Council, I hereby admit John Brendan Race to the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa. We will now have a musical interlude presented by the Faculty of Music's Chamber Choir. They will sing 3 Australian bush songs by Ian Grandage.
Morning chorus birds sing for us, welcome marching their own way to this day. Morning chorus birds sing for us, welcome us to this new day. Through the day they sing away a cooing, wooing under rays of sun, caressing, feeding, resting in the shade of trees they hide from heat. All day they sing away a cooing, wooing under rays of sun, caressing, feeding, resting, all this cries about the valley. Bird song, chorus, they sing chorus, welcome us in their own way to this day. Bird song, chorus, they sing chorus, welcome us to this new day. God who wants us sing their songs with vocal chorus and cicadas. Bird song, chorus, they sing chorus, welcome us to this new day.
Thanks once again to the Faculty of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. John Race to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Members of Council, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Deans of the Faculty of Education and the Faculty of Economics and Commerce, graduates, colleagues and guests. I would like to express my gratitude to you, Chancellor, and the members of Council for the honour that the University of Newcastle does to me and the Royal Institute for Deaf and Blind Children by conferring on me an honorary doctorate of education. I'm very flattered. However, I take it to be a recognition not so much of my own personal contribution to the field of special education, but the importance which the university places in its partnership with the Institute through Renwick College, and the contribution that this partnership has made in the field of the education of children with a sensory impairment. This contribution over the past 6 years has been spectacular, and I'm very proud to join today's graduates, amongst whom are 15 from Renwick College. Congratulations to each of the graduates gathered here on this wonderful occasion. Today's ceremony is a celebration of your individual achievements, gained through dedication to scholarship in your chosen field. Your degrees are official recognition of the level of application and discipline which, in many cases with the support of family and friends, you have demonstrated in your studies. You stand at the centre of the university's activities, and the University of Newcastle has great expectations of you. Today, graduates from the Faculty of Education and the Faculty of Economics and Commerce receive their degrees alongside one another. On first reflection, very different fields of endeavour. On one hand, graduates in education will typically take up the role of teachers, with responsibility for transmitting knowledge, skills and attitudes to a new generation, performing all the while that important balancing act of nurturing individual differences and creativity while imparting useful knowledge and skills. But most of all, inspiring your young students with a sense of worth and the insights to ask questions as they swirl about in a rapidly changing world, a world awash with information. Graduates from the Faculty of Economics and Commerce, on the other hand, will take up positions in financial services, business management and economic planning. In carefully meeting the ethical demands of your profession, you will pursue the practice of honest dealings whilst ensuring that the interests of clients and shareholders are treated with fairness and proper regard. Differences aside, the common thread is that both disciplines have prepared all of you to exercise leadership to help develop Australian society for the better. Our destinies are bound up in the cohesion of all the communities which make up our society. This cohesion requires constant attention and maintenance by people like you, graduates who have the skills and knowledge to build and strengthen human relationships at this time in history, when we witness daily, most graphically in the media, examples of communities torn apart by intolerance, greed, and lack of respect for human life. Those of you who have studied in the field of education have the opportunity to develop new pedagogy for the information age classroom, or to make a significant breakthrough in the education of children who have deafness combined with blindness. The graduates in economics and information science may go on to develop the next generation of computer software, design a fairer, more equitable taxation system, maybe, or build new models to help solve unemployment? I certainly hope so. All are lofty and worthy goals. The University of Newcastle has produced some famous graduates. Three I know of are John Doyle, Mikey Robbins and Yahoo Serious. But most of its graduates, along with most graduates from any other Australian university, go on to make their contribution in our society without as much notoriety. At this point, a short story by way of encouragement, in case in later life you might think that something has gone terribly wrong. Despite your university education, you have failed to be acclaimed in Business Review Weekly. And you don't earn $7 million an hour like Bill Gates. Or those of you who are educators haven't replaced Jean Piaget as one of the top-selling authors in developmental psychology. You haven't got into the University of Newcastle's research highlights either. It's a short story from my own field, one that inspired me at the beginning of my career as a teacher of the deaf. It's about Charles Delapay, a Frenchman born in the early part of the 18th century. Charles grew up in Versailles, a child of a successful couple. His father was an architect appointed to the royal court, and when Charles finished his schooling, he went on to study for the priesthood. Although his parents were opposed, they wanted him to study commerce. Nonetheless, he got his way and became a priest. His career as a priest got off to a pretty rocky start because the philosophy he followed wasn't much in favour in France at that time. In fact, his refusal to compromise his personal value system led to his being assigned pastoral duties in Paris with no parish of his own. This was indeed a setback to fame and fortune. One day he chanced upon a family who had two profoundly deaf daughters whilst on his pastoral rounds. This was his first experience with deaf people, and Charles was very concerned that the souls of the girls would not go to heaven because they wouldn't learn to pray. So he volunteered to teach them. He said about this in a methodical way. He had obtained a book written in Spanish on the subject. He had to teach himself Spanish first to read it, and thus commenced a journey of personal commitment which would occupy him for the rest of his life. Now, while France was in turmoil leading up to the French Revolution, all through this time, Charles went on to establish the Paris School for the Deaf, write a number of books on the teaching of deaf children, and to become the most famous teacher of the deaf in all of Europe. After his death, his methodology spread to the United States, forming the basis for American Sign Language. I don't think that Charles thought that his work would make him famous. It certainly didn't make him wealthy. There are stories about his going without heating during the Paris winter, or eating less so that he could open the doors of his school to one more deaf student. His contemporaries, meanwhile, in England were charging high fees to those parents wealthy enough to afford an education for their deaf child. It seems that Charles gained enormous satisfaction from seeing the progress of his students and their excitement as they discovered the joys of being able to communicate with others for the first time. He also gained from the gratitude of the families who saw their sons and daughters thrive in the school's environment. I chose this story in part today because I know that there were several deaf graduates today. Something quite inconceivable in Charles Delapay's time. We look to events in history because in hindsight we can see how they contributed to what we call the big picture. But the small stories, like that of Charles Delapay, of worthwhile contribution to community life, often happen in your own workplace and may not be notable in any publication or in the media. These small stories are the real substance of the big picture. I've been fortunate in my career to gain from the experience and commitment of other people. People who every day emulate the dedication and commitment shown by Charles Delapay as they work with deaf or blind students. They don't have to go without food or heating as he did. Conditions have certainly improved in some countries since Paris in the 18th century. But they make a real effort to do their jobs well and make a difference to their community. What are their rewards? The answer to that question is obviously an individual matter. But let me share with you a snippet from my own experience. Early in my career as a teacher of the deaf, I was responsible for teaching a small class of severely and profoundly deaf students aged about 10 years. I remember vividly one of those students. I'll call him Vincent. Vincent was profoundly deaf, and I was having a lot of problems teaching language to him. After a while, I learned that Vincent's parents and the rest of his family spoke Italian at home. It occurred to me that Vincent, with his almost non-existent access to sound, was unaware that his family spoke a different language to the one that I used in the classroom. I met with the parents, and between us we devised a new strategy for helping Vincent to acquire language. By the way, the hearing aids were a very poor standard at that time. Anyway, with a new strategy in place, Vincent seemed happier at school and started to make real progress in learning to read and write. Towards the end of that year, I paid Vincent's parents a visit to discuss his progress at school. They both ran a small shop, and this made it difficult for them to come to the school. I was invited to have afternoon tea behind the shop. While we talked in the small kitchen, my attention was drawn to a painting which Vincent had completed in class in the previous week. It was a painting of his mother and father. Here it was now, in pride of place, on the refrigerator door. But what wasn't part of that art lesson was the caption written across the bottom of the painting in Vincent's neat printing. It read, "I love my parents because they are kind." Vincent's parents both beamed proud smiles at me, and his mother said, "Vincent write good English now." Their good opinion of my work was reward enough for me. Little events like this might also be reward enough for you too in your careers. I hope that your degrees will help you make a good living and that you fulfil the University of Newcastle's expectation that you will make a significant contribution to your community. And I hope that you achieve a high level of satisfaction in your working lives. Thank you.
Dr. Race, this university is very proud of its association and the progress of Renwick College and understands the enormous number of good people that you associate with in those teams, but I can assure you today's award to you is personal recognition of your contribution to this very important field. I now have pleasure in inviting Dr. Peter Beamish to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor,
members of the University Council and staff of the University, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the graduates, I'd like to thank you for being here to share in our graduation ceremony and to helping to make this a special time for us all. Graduations are by and large happy experiences and a chance to celebrate a successful closure to an important part of our lives. Graduation also gives us a chance to stop and reflect over what has occurred in our collective lives during the last few years. Recently, I had the privilege of travelling to Africa, Kenya to be precise, to give some presentations at a school there. During my stay, I managed to arrange a time to visit neighbouring Tanzania with one particular goal in mind, to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. At 5,895 metres, Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, and although it sits just south of the equator, has a permanent snow cap. Maybe it's because this experience is so recent and made such an impact on me that I can't help but see parallels between my experience on that mountain and what I'm sure has been the experience of many of the graduates here today. The car park at the gate of Kilimanjaro National Park is at 2,000 metres, approximately as high as Mount Kosciuszko. After travelling for 27 hours by plane and then 8 hours by bus, just getting there was a significant accomplishment in itself. In a similar way, university entrance should not be taken for granted. Although there is now a variety of paths to university entrance, all involve work and effort, and being accepted into a university course should not go unnoticed. Back to Africa. As we set out from the car park, there was a sense of expectancy and anticipation of the challenges ahead. Our group was made up of a number of different people. Apart from myself, there was our guide, Sonari. He was given the responsibility of getting us safely to the top of the mountain, and during the days ahead he would walk in front and lead by example, walk behind us and encourage us on our way, and walk behind us and forcefully push us up the mountain. At this university, we have all benefited from our academic guides. To the academic staff who took the time to walk in front, beside and behind us, we'd like to say thank you. At times during our courses, we all struggled with a hectic time schedule. We cursed the cognitive conflict that seemed to abound and wrestled with the abstraction of concepts. We may not always have taken the time to appreciate your guidance. But today, as we reflect over our experiences at this university, we want to acknowledge the academic staff's contribution to our success and thank them for their efforts. Along with Sonari, our guide, there was a support crew consisting of a cook and 4 porters. As we struggled ever higher into an increasingly rarefied atmosphere, I'm sure that I would never have made it without the support of these people. And not only that, I don't think I would have had as much fun. Likewise, during our stay at this university, we've been helped by others. To the support staff of the university, to our families, particularly our parents, spouses and partners, and to our friends, all of you have helped us carry the load. You've supported us when the times were tough and celebrated us with us when the times were good. As graduates, we say thank you, and any success that we enjoy, we gratefully share with you. On that trip up Kilimanjaro, there was also 4 other travellers in our group. There was 2 Norwegian medical students and 2 Spanish postgraduate science students. These 2 groups were very different in the way they approached the mountain. The Norwegians had a favourable exchange rate on the krona, and this enabled them to buy litre bottles of the local Tanzanian beer for a few cents. They felt obliged to avail themselves of this bargain, and although their days were filled with hard physical effort, they still managed late night sessions telling stories of travelling far and wide. This in turn led to bleary-eyed starts in the morning and black cups of coffee, and walking that commenced long after others had left the camp. The Spaniards, on the other hand, worked just as hard during the day, spent their evenings studying maps, and were rarely seen after 8 p.m, and they started every new day with the sunrise. Despite these contrasting approaches, we soon overcame the language barrier, and most meals were spent with our little group discussing politics, food and travel. There was a diverse range of opinions, and I found the friendly arguments that ensued refreshing and invigorating. In a similar way, throughout our courses over the last few years, we've all chosen various ways to handle the challenge of tertiary education. Some students seem to go for the chaos theory and pack their lives full of social engagements, procrastination, late-night cramming and caffeine-induced heart palpitations. Others have had a more structured existence,
and a more organised approach to the combination of life and study. Add to this student mixture a range of educational backgrounds, ages and cultures, and you have one of the greatest benefits of university life. At this place, as students engage in the construction of knowledge, they're exposed to a diversity of lifestyles, opinions and cultures. University life offers a chance to appreciate the benefits of this diversity. It encourages students to approach issues with an open mind and to think critically about what they are told and to speak out when they see something which they do not agree. And so our little group moved toward the goal. At times we walked, other times we ran, and I must admit at times we crawled, but always onwards. And finally at sunrise on October 6, 1998, after walking since midnight, I found myself at the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. I was too exhausted to celebrate intensively, I might add, but as I stood there and took in the view, an overwhelming feeling of accomplishment filled my entire body. In that same way, on this day, April 23, 1999, the graduates stand on the top of their mountain with a right to feel justly proud. But where to from here? As the world faces the challenges of the new millennium, it needs people with mountain climbing experience. For most of us, the experience we've had climbing a mountain at this university and whose summit we now proudly stand on top is not a Mount Everest experience. There are still other bigger mountains to climb. No one can look at the evening news filled with social violence, war, injustice and economic hardship and be unmoved by the plight of citizens within our country and abroad. As graduates, we need to go on and do our part to make this world a better place. For all of us, this will mean climbing new mountains, whether they be academic, professional or social in nature. I encourage each of you to move forward and face these challenges. Some of us will even become explorers, engaged in research as we attempt to find new paths up mountains unclimbed, or easier paths up mountains already conquered. Still others of us will become guides ourselves, working with other travellers as teachers and academic supervisors, journeying with them to the summit of their mountains. All of these are worthwhile challenges, and I call on our government to play a more active role in the facilitating of such endeavours. Yes, there are challenges ahead and other mountains to climb. But today, as graduates, we stand in this place on this summit. And as we pause to reflect over what we've achieved, I want all of you in this great hall to know that from where we stand, the view is mighty fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Beamish, for those wise words. I now declare this ceremony concluded. I invite all present to join us for a cold drink in the marquee adjoining the Great Hall. The University Union also invites you to make your way towards the Shortland Union building where Devonshire tea will be served, other beverages I suppose as well. You will also be able to order photographs, have your testamenters framed and view a range of university memorabilia for sale. That being the end of the commercial, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you outside.